by Jorin's bumhole. It's me, Bimblin Bloodaxe of the Lonely Mountain. Join me here in my Lord of the Rings online playthrough as I help the Free Peoples banish the shadows of Angmar from Eriador. Sweet. Okay, let's get to it. Got a load of quests to pick up. So we'll start with Fred. Or Frid. Frederick, the Elder. So first of all, we'll turn a couple in. Earn trust. Hail to you, Bimblin. I am Frederick, Elder of the Agline. I know of your deeds. We are already in your debt. You have done much to assist the people of the Agline, and I thank you for your efforts. As Gaderick and Hunulf explained, the passage of Black Riders out of the west brought a shadow to our home. Orcs came from the south. Careful not to cross paths with the orcs from the north and their dwarf allies. The half-orcs have long been a threat, as well as the spiders, but the wags and Crazee all came with the orcs and goblins. Worse still, a kind of troll. Jorthkin, or Earthkin they call themselves, sought refuge from the troll shores over the last bridge. They are not violent, but they have trailed evil with them. There is another matter, and I will not speak yet of that to you. In time perhaps you will learn of this greatest danger to the Agline. Coolness. Towards the Agline.
What do you need?
This news is unwelcome. We knew only that these orcs came from the north and west. They came under cover at night, lit fires at the ruins, and slaughtered our folk who were there. Since that time they have turned their attentions east towards the great river and south to the mire. They leave the northern swamp for the dead. You, Bimblin, are in the home of the Agline. We ask that you treat our people and the land about you with respect. Cool. So, we've got book 3 here, but we're on book 2. But we'll take it, because otherwise I'll forget. Okay. I received a message from a man. Perhaps you know of him. He's a ranger by the name of Camdaith. The details are vague, but it seems of great importance that you talk to him. I believe it concerns the enemy's movements in the North Downs. He's staying at a camp northwest of Weathertop. Travel west to the Forsaken Inn, then go north until you reach his campsite. So, yes, this, if we have a look here, we've got the Epic Volume 1 Book 2, which is the Red Maid. That's the one we're doing at the moment. Then after we finish that one, then we'll do the Council of the North. So what I'll do is I'll just unselect that one and we'll do it later. Hannah's Dream.
Stay a moment.
Bimblin, if you are to assist us, then you must know what has transpired thus far. Hannah, a girl within our encampment, visited the swamp to the north and east. She discovered an ancient relic lying out upon one of the ruins. We collect that which the ruins offer, as you know, and she thought nothing of the consequences, as we have never seen reprisal. On this day there was something different in the swamp. Something stirred and frightened the girl, so she now has fits in her sleep. I fear for her, friend. Will you find Hannah and speak with her to discover what visions plague her dreams? We will. Ostgaroth to the Forsaken Inn. There is a place where you can find shelter for the night. The innkeeper is an old man now, and the locals are stern and morose, but the beds are warm and the wine is cold. Travel west along the east-west road that brought you here. The Forsaken Inn is by that road. I know a man called Kandak who might be found at the inn. If you happen to go there, bid him greetings from Frederick. Okay, we can do that. It's just sending us to the Forsaken Inn, just on the off chance that we originally went to Camdaith, then came straight here, and we sort of missed the Forsaken Inn. So it's just making sure that we go there. To Agamaur.
Might I take a moment?
There is a place you should know of, a place full of great corruption and grave danger. It is called Agamaur, the Red Swamp. The water of this place is as red as blood which leaks from a wound called Garth Argarwen. Yet there are those who have dared the heart of Agamaur. Perhaps you will be able to aid them. Some of my kindred, the Agline, have encamped in the midst of the darkness, and I would bid you go to their aid. Speak with Eriak the Strong, and I am sure you will find he can make use of your strength. Agamawa is east of here and north. Find the Red Pass in the Haragma swamp, and you shall find your way to Agamawa. I seem to have got some sort of like Shakespearean thing on me at the moment, but it's all fun. Right, so we've done that. Remember our champion quest? So we had to speak to Slade. Come on, everybody! Slade, what a band! Come on, feel the noise.
What do you need?
Slade. She'll do a Brummie accent. Ah, welcome, Bimblin. I heard of your victories in Breeland and rejoiced in particular that you slew Morley the Fierce. A truer name for him would have been Morley the False. He had long been a foe of my family, and I'm glad you put an end to his villainy. I'm losing it now, Pencil Parley now, watching this. He's going, oh my god. That's the worst Brummie accent I've ever heard. Yeah, it's with confidence that I then ask you for your help, Bimblin. For, actually, Bimblin's pretty good in a Brummie accent, isn't it? Bimblin. For I know you can be a true champion. A band of orcs have come to the ruins of Osserin, not far from here, and I know that together we can drive them out. These lands may be wilderness, but every yard of land we allow the orcs to take brings them 1 yard closer to Breetown and the lands of good folk. The leader of these orcs is the vile name of Mozaruk, and he, like others of his kind, will not resist a challenge issued from a true champion. Let us journey together to Osserin, Bimblin, defeat Mozaruk's warband, and put an end to his designs upon the lowlands. No, that's what you get. We'll do that now, actually, because why not? We'll get it out of the way. I'm not going to do any more Brummie accent because I can only do like about 3 words and then I just lose it. You know how it is with accents. I do Uros, yow's a real foxy chick, and things like that, but anything longer than that, I just lose it. Okay. Are you ready? Stop it. Are you ready to depart? I know that we can defeat Mosel Rock and his warband, and the minstrels will sing of our valour when we return victorious. Probably. Are you ready to go? Let's go. Let's do it. We'll probably get sent here anyway.
Leader of the orcs of Ostcairn, gathers his strength to crush the Egline of the Lone Lands and press eastward to Breeland. Slade Ransford, a champion of the common good, stands ready with his allies to turn back the orcish warband.
Awesome.
How can I be of service?
Oscern lies ahead, Bimblin, and if we are true of heart and strong of arm, the orcs within will not remain there by this time tomorrow. Let us take a circuitous route into the ruins and slay as many orcs as lie within our path. Mosel Rook will test our courage even by himself, and the fewer of his band that remain when we face him, the more confident I will be of our victory. Okay. Yes, death to the orcs. This is not looking very circuitous, Slade. This is looking like we're running right over the middle, man. Oh yeah, and I was missing Swift Blade. I must have took it off me. That was the one that was missing. I brought it back. I'm just carrying on. Wait for you, Slade. I'm feeling the noise. Anybody jump? Where Mosel Rook is? You think he's far, far away?
How can I be
Not
of
many,
service?
but a few. Let us continue, Bimblin. The deadliest leg of our journey lies ahead. For Mosel Rook has surely learned of our coming by now. We will show him he and his kind are not welcome in these lands. You're gonna have to watch out, Slade, because Mama, we're all crazy now. Oh! You got a girlfriend called Jane. You say goodbye to her. Oh. Oh, they haven't even said Merry Christmas, everyone, yet, have I?
How can I be of service?
We are victorious, Bimblin, true champions of the Lowlands. Mosel Rock will no more fret the folk who try to make their living in these hard lands. We have sent a message to his masters this day. We will stand against you, no matter the odds. Tell me when you are ready, and we will journey back to Oscaroth with this happy news. What we accomplish today is a thing of which legends are made, the song of Slade and Bimblin, Oscarin, if you like. I think we'll get Noddy on the job, and he'll get something a bit catchier, Slade. Are you ready to return to Oscaroth? Perhaps I'll find a minstrel to whom I can relate this tale. Tell you, Noddy Older. Let's go and find him. Noddy Older and Dave. Oh, what's his name? Dave. The one with the ridiculous haircut. Not that Noddy's was amazing, but Dave. Oh, I'll have to try and remember before the end of the episode.
Greetings.
Your victories over Morley, Zerpuk, and Fair Sherman were not accidental, Bimblin. You are a mighty champion indeed, and you have proved it sevenfold this day. The defeat of Mosel Rock is already being spoken of by the minstrels I have seen, and the tale is sure to grow in the telling. Right. That is a one-handed sword. We're two-handed, so we'll take the two-handed hammer. Pity it's not a two-handed axe, but there you go. We're now a martial artist. Got another set of class deeds, and let us equip. Let's equip that. What's these? Sell that. All right. So we've done that champion thing. So awesome. We've got to pick up some more stuff. There are more people to chat with, and we've got this, I think, a necklace to turn in. Is it this guy? There's someone around here. Yes. Dagwalt. An honourless people.
What can I do for you?
Dagwalt's face contorts briefly in a look of anguish before he fights back the pain and issues a smile. This is my wife's. I gave it her before we came to live with the Agline. It was lost when she was struck down at Nerost. You have given me something that I cannot truly repay, but I will give you something of import to me in an effort to repay you. So we get a shield, and we'll pick some Athalas essence. So we'll take that.
Greetings.
Also sell him some stuff, because why not? That's selling that back because we don't use the shield. So thank you for your gifts. You want to buy them back? We'll take the cash. I always feel a bit bad doing that, but they never seem to mind. Okay. Stanric.
Stay a moment.
Always we struggle to survive, and we have done well in all the years that I have dwelled in Oscaroth. But this is something the like of which I have not seen before. With the elders working to defend against the evil in Agabower, it falls to the rest of us to see to other defences. This, my friend, is where I come to you. Our numbers are few, and those that are capable of wielding a weapon are best kept close to Oscaroth. You, however, are able to walk freely through the land and assist us in ways that we cannot help ourselves. In the west, beneath the shadow of Amon Ross, lies a great nest of venomous spiders among the ruins. Some are more potent than others. Now we have ways passed down through the ages of distilling the venom of the lesser spiders and making a medicine which helps to cure the poison. If the venom is too potent, it cannot be distilled. I need you to collect the poison sacks from ruined web hunters and ambushers and bring them to me. I will do that, Stanrick. Tortwell, he's got a few, I think, yes.
Stay a
Plague
moment.
of spiders. No doubt you've seen spindly crawlers weaving their webs and trapping their prey, which happens to be anything that has life within its veins. Crawling monstrosities is what they are. Nothing good comes from them, and I have seen too many fall prey to their hidden nests. These foul vermin do not deserve the life they take so freely. Bring my vengeance upon them. Indeed. Elders in the shadows.
Would you do something for me?
All that you have done for the Agline proves your honour. I shall not doubt your intentions again, but I shall ask a favour of you. I am sure that you have seen a variety of spiders throughout the lowlands. You may not know of the elders that lead this vile brood. It is they who are to be feared the most. I ask now that you go to Amon Ross and slay the elders. They have lived for too long, preying upon the helpless, and must be destroyed. So we've got to do the spinner, the trapper, and the weaver. And profound
I'll
losses.
speak with you a moment.
By my word, know that my wife and son fell to the brood to the west, but they were not the only ones to fall to the spiders in that vale. The Agline have lost so many through the years. Other families have lost siblings and loved ones to the spiders, and more recently to the wargs stalking the wild. I have a request for you which may prove fruitless, yet I hope it shall yield solace for many. In Amon Ross, where the spiders dwell, you will likely see many sacks of eggs. These sacks will bring more evil into the world, and the grief will continue. Will you go and destroy the eggs before they hatch? The spiders' numbers grow each day, while the good folk of Oscaroth dwindle. We'll kick their ass, Tortwell. Oh boy. Count on it. Right, let's run up here. Hello. Hello. Did I see? Thought I'd seen some. Oh, Bimblin. Awesome. Yes, we can finish this off.
You figured it out. I knew you would.
Theodore wants you to come along as well. He's very excited to meet the one responsible for leaving us these clues and riddles.
Listen, the true master treasure seeker's coming out.
I'm nervous, Bimblin. Your friend Bingo believes that the riddle has led us to this place, and that the true master treasure seeker awaits within. I'm so excited to meet him, for I've learned so much. Listen, I hear movement within. He's coming out. Has anybody guessed who it is? Anybody guessed who it is? I was very careful not to let this out of the bag. So you've got a few seconds to guess who it is. Have you guessed yet? Let's continue the quest. It's Haley Meadowsweet! The woman he was boring to death! You found me, Bimblin. I have to admit I'm impressed. I did not know you would be able to solve the riddles I left you. Theodore never had a chance, of course. No, because he's an idiot. He often bragged about his abilities as a treasure seeker, but of course I knew the truth. One of us spoke of such deeds, and one of us actually did them. I would discover these treasures and leave riddles to their locations for Theodore to find, but he never did. Until you and Bingo came along. Bingo came along. I believed I would have no challenger to my title, but there it is. Oh, what have you got to say to that,
I will learn
Theodore?
from Haley
You
if she'll have
stupid
me as a
ass.
student.
Haley was the real master treasure seeker all along. I don't believe it. But she got to all of those treasures before I did, and left the riddles there for me to unravel. But I never did. Theodore looks crestfallen for a moment, and then he clenches a fist. I will learn from her, Bimblin, if she will accept me as a student. With her training, I will be the Master Treasure Seeker one day. I swear it on all the hidden treasures of Middle-earth. One day, with Haley as my tutor, I will be the best. Good luck with that.
Our treasure hunt is at an end, and I am satisfied with its conclusion.
I hope that Haley knows what she has gotten herself into, for I suspect that Theodore may not be the most attentive of pupils. Can he be taught the skills of Haley's trade? I think they both may have a lot to learn. My own journey is not at the end now. It is at the beginning, Bimblin.
Our own journey must continue.
I am happy for Theodore and Haley, and I am proud of the small part we played in their newfound appreciation for each other. I wonder for how many treasure hunting lessons that appreciation will last. Bingo laughs and consults his map. Our own journey must continue, Bimblin. Judging from these distances, we will be able to leave the lowlands today and come into the wooded hills and dales of the Troll Shores. Sounds like an ominous place. Are you ready? Let us walk eastward, my adventurous companion, and we will reassess our course when we come to the last bridge, marked here upon the map. So we'll accept that. So he's moving off to the last bridge. We've got a while before we get there. But that's bingo in the Lowlands complete pretty much. And here's Hannah, who we've got to have a chat with the bad dreams. Hannah's dream.
What do you need?
Did Frederick send you? He worries too. I keep forgetting to do female voices. Reminds me of that Monty Python sketch. What is it? Dinsdale. The Piranha Brothers. Dinsdale, the porcupine, the hedgehog. It's like that. John Cleese's like, obviously dressed like a woman. Oh, Dinsdale knew how to treat. He knew how to treat a female impersonator. Anyway, did Frederick send you? He worries too much now, my sister is away. Ever since I took the statue of the lady, they have treated me differently. Even the visitor in brown robes treats me differently. They fuss about saying that they must protect me. I do not know how they can protect me from my dreams. It is true I am frightened. Come the morning, I hear the swamp calling me at night. The woman makes the Nurbig in the swamp sing to me. She is trying to bring me to her, and that is why my sister left, to find her and stop her. She is a bad person. I know she means me harm because her songs sing of blood and death. It is the Nurbig. They sing for her. I don't tell anyone, but I can hear the Nurbig singing my name, even now.
Please,
It's
stay
pretty
a
grim,
moment.
that, Anna. We came upon the maiden in the waters north beyond the wall. She was draped in vines and tattered robes and smiled beautifully before she cringed and shook the water apart and drove us from the swamp. She cornered me, though, for only a moment, before my sister found me, but I saw the hatred in her eyes. She means me harm and sends the Nurbig to call me to her. Will you help me? Can you help me? The Nurbig are in the east, and the Bloodmire, rubbing their legs and singing the song she sang to me, calling for me to come. Please help me. Bring me their legs so I know they will no longer sing my name. We'll do that for you, Hannah, old bean. Hold on. Oh, she's got something else. Oh, oatmeal problems.
Will you help me?
Greetings, traveller. I have a favour to ask of you if you will listen. We are short on supplies as always, and we rely in some measure on the deliveries of food from the Forsaken Inn. If your travels bring you back westward, could you speak to Anlaf in the Forsaken Inn about arranging a delivery of oatmeal to be sent to Oscaron? It would be a great help to us, Bimblin. We'll do that. And let's go and see Radagast, shall we? Up we go. Here's Radagast. One of my great disappointments about The Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit films is the fact that they make Radagast the Brown look a complete idiot. Now, he's not you know, Gandalf by any stretch of the imagination, or Sauron, but he's not a clown. I shall leave that there. That is just my opinion. And we'll talk to Radagast here, who, thankfully, in this game, is not a clown either. Let's have a chat with
come you here?
The Agline let you in, did they? I have been expecting you, though sooner rather than later. You have, in fact, taken your time. I understand you found something upon Weathertop. This rubbing. I do believe it is a G rune, a mark oft used by Gandalf the Grey, another of my order. I guess from the description of those 3 lines that he was at Amonsul on October the 3rd, not but a few days past. I too saw the lightning upon Weathertop, and fear that Gandalf found trouble there. I have not seen him since we parted at Sarn Ford, so I can tell you no more of him or his travels. Of this place I can tell you much, but make reason of very little. So we'll finish that. What's the most expensive? It is 2 rank.
Will you help me?
The land itself is turning against us, and I know not the reason why. Even the shepherds are twisted shadows of their former selves. I speak of the bog prowlers, those that tend to the trees. If I can discern what is twisting the shepherds, I may be able to determine what is fouling the land. Bring me the moss that they use to line their nests. They roam the swamp to the east of here. Remember, I do not wish to harm the shepherds, no matter how confused they appear. They are innocent victims of the corruption, and know not the harm they do. So just collect the bog moss. Don't kill him. We get it. But I probably will kill some of them. They get too close. Radagast. They get the cold hard steel. So be aware. Right. Let's get going. Right. So we'll come out of here. What we're going to do is I'm quickly going to go back to... I think that's just the reflecting pool. Did he ever show you what reflecting pools do? I'm not sure I did. I think I pointed one out very early in the playthrough. But what you do, if you use a reflecting pool, you can redo instances like that Champion's Courage one or retaking Weathertop, you know. So that's what you can do with a reflecting pool. Just it allows you to redo instances that you've already done. If you want to, you don't have to. What's this here? Friedrich. He's giving us something else to do. An offering of peace.
Might I take a moment of your
Our
time?
paths cross again, Bimblin. There is something I would like to ask of you, a favour that may prove dangerous. Our trades were not limited entirely to Breetown in the west. We have, in our time, traded with an elf from the east as well. When the raids in the west began, we sent some of our kindred eastward to rekindle our trade with the elf, but they returned after seeing great lumbering creatures near the road east. The creatures did not attack and acted in an intelligent manner. I hope to gather goods for them to offer as a promise of peace with them. If you are willing, I will need meat from the boars roaming into the east and fur from the wargs nearby. We will do that for you, Friedrich. And I think that is it. So we can sort of crack on. We're quickly going to do one thing. So let's get on Strongheart. And then I've still got Return to Anonlos. So I can actually very quickly get back to the Forsaken Inn. I'm just going to come down here and we'll check if Bingo Badge, Barterer, Bert Bartleby has got anything decent for us.
I have collected many fine items during my travels.
Got 65 bingo, what are they, tokens at the moment. So, Marigold Property Guard. So when we get a house, we can have a Marigold Property Guard. I think we'd like Marigold actually guarding our house, don't you think? So, we'll barter for that. light shield, warden shield, heavy shield. We don't use any of those. A ruined walking ring of might, however. We'll set that. And we'll set the one of agility as well. And obviously we can only wear 2, so we won't have the one of will. Just does, now we've caught up pretty much with Bimblin. In fact, we're a bit behind him. It's level 34, I think, his next quest. So that's why I've actually bartered a few of those in. So what we'll do is we'll put the 2 rings on, because they're better than what we've got at the moment. So they're both on. We can sell those, and we can sell that as well. And we haven't got the house yet, so what I'll do is I'll just go into my vault, and I have a special section, this one here, for things to do with the house when we get it. So that's where we'll put our property guard in. Okay. And what we'll do next is, let's very quickly get back to Loss and the Forsaken Inn. Because we don't want to be going all the way back there. Let's sort it out. So dismount. Talk with Anlaf and Kandak. Get these out of the way.
Greetings.
Frederick is in good health then. I'm glad to hear that. He and his kin have been through much turmoil in recent months. We'll finish that. That's great. Anlaf. Again, we're going to do that instance in here right at the very end. Oatmeal problems.
Me.
Hannah the Young needs oatmeal. Well, I'm afraid we're all out, and there's little to be done about it. My supply is dried up because of the problems they're having up at Oatbarton. Oatbarton is a little village in the north of the Shire, in North Farthing. A cousin of old Mugwort's lives in the town, a bounder by the name of Nod Gardner. He says there are all kinds of problems there that the bounders can't solve by themselves. You look like you can handle yourself pretty well. So, if you should happen to swing around that way, you might be able to do some good. There won't be any oatmeal delivered out of this way until problems in Oatbarton are sorted out. You can get to Oatbarton by heading north from Brocken Moorings in the Shire across the green fields. So, remember when we saved that sheep? We saved that sheep, didn't we, from like a goblin camp. Escorted it out. The road there goes to Oatbarton in North Farthing. Now, that counts as, let's have a look at the map. Show map. Eriador. And we'll just show the Shire. Where's the Shire? Right, so it was up here. Yeah. Scragdells, that's where we saved the sheep. And this is the road that goes to North Farthing, which is in Evendim. Let's just get that out of the way. So, this bit, just this tiny bit up here, still counts as the Shire. There's North Farthing, a place called Oatbarton, and then you move on into Lake Evendim. Yeah. And you can get over to the North Downs over here as well. Basically, this is where the Brandywine River comes from. It comes from Lake Evendim. And the old capital of the North Kingdom, Anuminus, is here. So that's just to let you know about that. But we won't be going there for a while. So that is another one we can sort of... Let's have a look. Excuse me. We'll get rid of that one. Because we don't need it. Bingo. We'll forget that one till such time as we need it. And we've already got a destination Evendim quest. We'll use that when we go that way. Pop. Right. Okay, so all we've got now is Lonelands quests. That's what we want. And we don't have to come back all the way back here. So the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to trot across to this guy. Pip Wortley. The names in this are brilliant. I just love the names. Hey Pip,
What can I do
how's
for
it going?
you?
Right, so we're going to go to Oscaroth because we can get there now. Okay, you see what it costs now? 13 silver and 15 copper. It's a robbery. But it'll get us there quicker. So I think we'll call it here. Just very quickly get back to Oscaroth. A lot of talking in that episode because whenever you get to a major quest hub, and Oscaroth is a major quest hub, obviously there's normally about 10 to 15 quests, and reading through them and stuff because we're doing a playthrough, it takes a bit of time. But we did have a bit of action. We got ourselves a funky new weapon. Let's have a look at it. So this hammer, Bimblin's hammer, which is I might have mentioned this. It's blue, so that's better than purple. So it's quite a good weapon. This pity it's not an axe, but it is a good weapon. So awesome sauce. Okay, and it does plenty of damage. Next episode, let's get back in the lowlands here. That's Oscaroth there. We'll be knocking around up here, place up here. That's Amon Ross. So we'll sort this out. Amon Ross next episode. And as you can see, you sort of, as we've been doing through the whole playthrough, we're sort of heading east. Yeah, there's the last bridge where we'll meet Bingo. But first of all, we've got to do all this. And there'll be some stuff down here in Harloweg. Agamawa and Garth Agarwin will also end up around there as well. So there's still plenty to do in the Lonelands, he says as he nearly knocks his keyboard off onto the floor. So there's plenty to be getting on with. We've still got a while in the Lonelands. After that, probably, I think, we will go to Yonder Shire just for a bit of change of scenery. It's nice, the Lonelands, but it's just a bit brown, isn't it? Yeah. So, fancy a bit of greenery again. So, we'll go back to Yonder Shire, sort that out. It's quite a new, compared to the rest of the game, it's one of the newer regions. So, it's interesting to see, how a later region has actually been, put together. So, and it doesn't take that long. I think it'd probably take about 8 episodes to do Yonder Shire. So we'll do that. And then we'll go to the North Downs, I think. But, here we are. Back in Oscaroth. First thing we'll do is pop up here. One, because I'll have some housekeeping to do after this episode finishes in a moment. And 2, we want to update our milestone, which is here next to Frederick. So I'll do that. Right. Yes, so that's updated. Here, get in full position with Frederick. There we go. Okay then, thank you so much for watching. I hope you join me next time for more adventures of Bimblin in the Lone Lands. But till then, this is me, Cat Weasel, saying toodaloo. Flip 'em off, Bimblin. Flip 'em off.